All right, what's up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. Just me, just Think Kramer right now. Brian Man should be joining us shortly. He's finishing up Peacemaker. You know, it just dropped almost 2 hours ago at 8 a.m. for or 8 p.m. for us. So he's finishing that up. He's gonna be joining, and then Brian's still on vacation. I think he should be coming home pretty soon. So yeah, so but yeah, we're gonna talk Peacemaker. We're gonna talk Gen V because Gen V was awesome. We got a couple trailers. We got that new was that the Game of Thrones, a night of the Seven Kingdoms, I think it's called. Something like that. And then another one with Shakespeare. So looked cool. Collector sent us that one. So check that one out. Speaking of collector, already coming in with the super chat. So tomorrow I'm finishing up the Oppenheimer book, and I have 2 chapters left plus the epilogue. Then I'm watching the movie. Ooh, have you never seen the movie? If you've never seen the movie and you read the book first, that's gonna be interesting. The movie is like pretty awesome. Um, but let's see what we got. We could play. We got something for you here. Right? There you go. So I love this. Brian doesn't love it, but we'll do it.
He's the best. I love it.
Well, appreciate the super chat, collector. Yeah, I'm gonna be watching those trailers too. Oh man. Let's see, he said I have seen the movie. I saw a movie opening day. Okay, just making sure. But yeah, let's see who we got in chat real quick. Like I said, we got a collector coming in. Fernando saying what's good. See you with Drew. Appreciate you coming in. Ace saying good evening. How's everyone doing? And of course, Mama Bear. Oh, I got a topic for Mama Bear that I'm interested to know what your thoughts are. We'll talk about that in a minute. There he is. What's up, man?
No, not too much. Just finished up Peacemaker.
Yeah, I just finished it like right before I got in here. It was like at 9:30, so like 20 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. I want to talk about it, but also I know Brian might want to talk about it. So I don't know. We'll see. Because I got thoughts.
I definitely have thoughts.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I figured. But we're just going to do a quick roll call. See who's in here. Except Mama Bear. We got Steve. What's up, Steve? Appreciate you coming in. Silhouetted animated. What's up? He goes, I want to hold my tongue on Peacemaker, but I would describe it with only one word: unfair. Yeah, yep. Yeah, unfair in regards to the finale. I understand that. Yep. So we'll probably talk about it. And then we might probably talk about it on Mondays with Brian. See how he feels with it. Fernando tanks in the house. Yep. Oppenheimer has an explosive ending, bro. Oh man. I have some things to say about Peacemaker. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Kevin Davis, what's up? Said they could keep that House of Dragon spinoff trailer out. Not impressed at all. All people still going to watch on HBO. I haven't watched it yet, so
I haven't even watched it either.
Yeah, but that's not good. Kevin's saying that. I've been on vacation, so I've been kind of like really off of social media this week, which is like really good. Like it really helps. But so I have no idea what people are even saying online with the trailer. So yeah, but if Kevin's saying it's not too good, I'm pretty sure collector liked it. I assume, but yeah. Acres of Movies. Favorite RDJ performance. Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder's a good one.
That's a good one.
Chaplin, he's really good in that.
Oh, he's really good in that one. He's got some pretty good ones. Iron Man seems like the cop out, but I mean he's really good in Iron Man. Like
he really is.
Yeah.
I remember like not expecting him to be cast as Iron Man, but when they announced it, I was like I'm like, oh, holy crap, that's actually kind of awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, at first I didn't really think it was good, and then once I started seeing him and trailers and stuff, and then after that, after the movie the first time, I'm like, I'm sold 100%.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So, but yeah, we got Brand Man and else. Yep. See, that that boy memed. That boy memed. I think it's your first time here, so appreciate you coming in, hanging out. Big thoughts on that one. I'm assuming you're thinking about talking about the finale. I'm guessing. Mama Bear says, "Guess you didn't need the candy trail." Not today. Not today. Anzo, what's up, Anzo? Appreciate coming in, hanging out. Crazy finale. It was. Yeah. We're gonna talk about. Derpy, what's up, Derpy? What's going on, man? See, I know he had to watch it, right? There we go. It says finish Peacemaker and that cliffhanger, Dino Island, New Frontier. Yeah, it's gonna be. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. And I knew Anzo was not gonna like it. That last people, I knew he was gonna like it, and yeah. And I get it. I get why. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, "Oh, you're crazy, man." I get why. Yep. I get it. I also didn't. Oh, he goes. I didn't like the new Game of Thrones spinoff trailer either, Fernando. Okay. Predator knows my guy. Enjoyed Collector Movie Man channel. There you go. We'll talk about it exactly. Air America is underrated RDJ film. Which one's?
I like Air America. Good one.
Yeah,
I think that was like early 90s, 1990.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen that one.
Yep, him and Mel Gibson.
Yeah. On the cover. I don't think I've seen that one. It was the why am I having a brain fart with the one where it was like a TV show? Was it Soap Dish? Yeah, Dish.
Yeah,
Like
Sally Field, Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah.
That's the one I know my mom watched it a lot, so I got to see it a lot. That was a good one, but Chaplin is really, that might be the best.
Yeah, like even when he was like, having all this legal and drug issues, he was, the dude's like never not brought his A game.
Oh yeah. Was that Scanner Darkly? With Keanu Reeves, like that was like a weirdly animated kind of thing. It was a weird movie. I might have to watch it again because the last time I watched it, I was like kind of young still. But I know like visually, it was like, what the hell, man? It was so cool.
It's like cell shaded animation, kind of.
Yeah, but it was like motion capture though too. So it was like, it was actually them. It felt very like like for today's like generation, like an Instagram or Snapchat filter. But the whole movie was like that.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I like Richard Linklater's Richard Linklater as a director. He's kind of he doesn't really pigeonhole himself into like kind of one style or genre. There's been times where like some stuff is very much his, such as like the Before Sunrise trilogy. Like that's very much like Richard Linklater. I think that's something that I always associate with him. But stuff like A Scanner Darkly, Boyhood, the dude did School of Rock, so he doesn't really I respect him because he doesn't really pigeonhole himself like style wise.
Yeah, that's a big variety.
Yeah. except for, like I said, the Before trilogy with Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy, which is very much like if I had to associate a style with him, that is very much him. But his other stuff that he's done over the years, the like quality, like some of it I like, some of it I don't, but I'll always respect him just for the variation that he does and tries.
Yeah.
Case in point, A Scanner Darkly or Boyhood, which he literally shot over the span of a handful of years.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sorry, I'm just kind of going through some of these guys. I saw what Silhouette is saying about about the Peacemaker. I don't want to like bring it up, but yeah, we'll talk about it in a little bit. Even Derpy was like, "Oh, yeah." So what else we got? Guys, take it for Wicked Part 2 early screening. Yeah, it's about a month away, so yeah, that's nice. That's good. Anybody go see Tron? Did you go see Tron yet?
I'm gonna go tomorrow.
Okay, I've been hearing horrible things about it.
You know, like I started out by hearing horrible things, and then I heard a couple positive reviews, and then I heard some mixed things about it.
Okay.
No, I'm just there for the visuals, man. I'm gonna give it a shot because it's Tron. I was disappointed that they're not doing it, that it's not going to be tied to Tron Legacy. Like I said, I don't really see the point. I'm gonna at the absolute least, it'll be a fun 3D watch.
Yeah.
But Tron in the real world, it just seems like such a cop out, man. I'm sorry. It's just not landing for me. It's not Tron unless it's in the grid, and then you need the character of Tron himself.
Yeah, you didn't even get that in. Well, I'm maybe you might get it. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet, but yeah. I don't know. I mean, they would really have to explain it. So if anybody wants to go see Tron Ares, let us know in chat what you think about it. We'll keep going with these comments real quick. Fernando said, yes, Air America is very underrated. That boy meme said, no creature commandos. The cry. There you go. Anza said the whole season was just a love story with superheroes. No, I think it was a little bit more than just that. A little bit more than just that. You know, it definitely opened up the world some more, which is interesting. You know, but yeah. But I mean, the main, I don't say the main thing, but one of the main, running stories in this season was definitely will they, won't they kind of, between John and or Chris Smith and Harcourt. But like that. Maria, what's up? Here we go. Viewer Drew said, question for everyone. What's your favorite performance by a lead actor in a movie so far this year? I'll say Michael B. Jordan in Sinners. He played two characters so well. I forgot he's one person. Man. He might, that might be it.
What you got? What are you talking about? It's the weekend and Hurry Up Tomorrow. Shut the F up. Shut the F up. Shut up.
So bad. Did you watch the movie? Or because I've just seen the clips, man, and then I'm like, I'm good.
I've only watched that part in the first couple of minutes.
Yeah. Oh man. That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah. No, Michael B. Jordan in Sinners, you know what, is very much up there.
Yeah.
Because you really think you're watching two separate characters.
Yeah. Yeah.
And acting in that was just really good all across the board. There's no one person I can really single out in that movie, by the way. Everyone just brought their A game, I think.
100%.
But
Well, Fernando's saying Leo in One Battle After Another. I wouldn't say him. I would say Sean Penn. Leo. I don't even think that was like Leo's top performances.
it was a good performance.
It was a good.
Yeah, and Leo's pretty good in pretty much everything he shows up in. But I don't think his performance was one of his more standout ones.
Yeah.
I think Chase Infinity, who played his daughter, was really good.
Yeah.
I thought Sean Penn was really good. I thought Benicio del Toro kind of stole his scenes.
Mm-hmm. Agreed with that.
Yeah, I think heck, Regina King was really good in it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Even like Tiana Taylor, like you wanted to hate Tiana Taylor's character. I forgot what, it was like you just like you want to be this, you're so mad at her, and that was like good. But I feel like Leo in that movie, he was just very like one level. He was just like this like drunk dude that's high and doesn't remember shit, and like it was just like I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I thought he was fine.
Yeah.
But it's not like a Wolf of Wall Street or Departed caliber performance.
Hell yeah. But like to answer another one of this question, I wouldn't even say Corn Sweat as Superman. Like I really, really liked him as Superman. I liked him.
Me
as
too.
Superman.
I almost wanted to say that one, and it was the first time in a while that I felt like when it came to Superman, and no disrespect to Henry Cavill, he was only following the content he was given, but the thing that I really like with David Cornsweet is I felt like I was watching a character.
Yeah, man.
Henry Cavill, unfortunately, I hate to say it, I just kind of felt like I was watching an action figure. But Cornsweet had better content to work with, and he really made the most of it.
Yeah. I'm trying to. I have my list here with everyone else. Michael B. Jordan, Corn Sweat. I think those are my top two. Brad Pitt was pretty solid in F1.
In F1, yeah.
Even with the other dude, I can't think of his name. The other guy that played opposite of him.
Yeah, that was Damson Idris, wasn't it?
Yes. Oh my, yeah. I couldn't think of his name. Yeah, those two were really good. But yeah, I mean, like lead actors this year was kind of, I don't know. I mean, The Long Walk, those had a couple good guys in it that were like pretty standout.
Yep.
So, but yeah, Michael B. Jordan, number one by far. He's the best one this year, I think.
Heck, man.
And what sucks is he's probably not even gonna get an Oscar nod.
Yeah, I think they're gonna. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but yeah, he's probably gonna get shafted when it comes to an Oscar nom, which is really criminal.
Mm-hmm.
The Academy sometimes, unfortunately, kind of. There's a lot of favoritism.
100%. 100%. When it comes to like actors and directors and genres, yeah.
I'm surprised if he does get a nomination, but I hope I'm wrong. I'd love to see him get one.
Yeah. Here we go. We got Travis coming with a super chat. Appreciate it. Travis said, what's a performance so memorable that you forgot the actor is only in the movie for a couple minutes, if that? So somebody who was like really, really good, but just kind of did a cameo almost and was in and out of. Damn, that's interesting.
So we're just talking about cameos?
Kind of, he's saying like they were just in it for a couple of minutes, if that. But they were like really. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd have to think on that. Like what's a really good cameo?
Yeah.
Christopher Walken in Pulp Fiction was a good one. I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, I mean, because that one was just so. I mean, but he was only in it for a few minutes. So,
yeah,
yeah.
I really liked that one. I liked Val Kilmer's cameo in Top Gun Maverick. Thought that was really good and heartfelt, especially considering Val
Yeah.
Kilmer passed away. Several years after. It really that one really worked. It worked as a cameo on its own, and it worked in the context of the movie. And now it's what I think about whenever I think of Val Kilmer nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
I think I think that was probably probably up there for me.
Yeah, I forgot that Val Kilmer one. That was solid.
Mhm.
You really like all them, but yeah, I'm trying to think of a good one. Maybe the Brad Pitt and Deadpool. I think that was it was more of a gag than like memorable.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, I remember laughing for a good 5 minutes. Like I
mm-hmm.
legit like laughed for a good couple minutes when that
Brad Pitt,
cameo
Thelma
happened.
and Louise from Mama Bear.
Mhm.
That's a good one. Yeah,
Um,
Tom Cruise.
One of
Doing
my
that
favorite
movie.
cameos is more of like a secret cameo. Was Kate Blanchett in Hot Fuzz.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Oh, Collector saying, when was Brad Pitt in Deadpool in the movie? I don't remember that.
So he was the Vanisher. When the Vanisher, who was on Deadpool's team, when he got blown into some electrical wires after parachuting out of the plane, he gets
Mm-hmm.
blown into some electrical wires and he becomes visible for like 3 seconds, and it's a zoom in a Brad Pitt like that.
Yeah. Is in
With a
the second one.
hilarious look on his face.
Yeah. Literally, they
Yeah.
had Brad Pitt in for like 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm. He has no lines. It's just him with like this frozen look, this frozen pained expression on his face,
Of
getting
getting electrocuted. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, that's Brad Pitt. I never realized that. Yeah. Deadpool had some funny ones. I think also in Deadpool 2, Matt Damon and Alan Tudyk, I believe.
Tudyk. Yeah.
They were the dude, the like the redneck hillbilly dudes that were in the truck when Cable showed up. Matt Damon. So yeah. But Ryan Reynolds does a lot of that kind of stuff. Does those quick random ones with just friends kind of calling favors.
And it really worked in the context of Deadpool.
Yeah. Yeah, it worked.
By the way, I'm a very staunch defender of Deadpool 2. I know a lot of people didn't like that one. I've always liked Deadpool 2.
Yeah. Oh, that's a fun one.
Mm-hmm.
So let's skip around so we can get some of the topics. Because I'm not watching no Tron movie without Jeff Bridges. He's in it. He's in the new one.
Yeah, he shows up in the in a couple of the trailers too.
Yeah. We got Bobby coming in, hanging out. Appreciate Bobby. So I tried going back and watching the season of SNL with Robert Downey Jr. and good God, it's actually terrible. I don't even remember that one.
I always forget that he was briefly on SNL.
That's crazy. I didn't even know he was on.
And I think it was only one season.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bet.
The dude really can. The guy really can do it all. He's legitimately hilarious. Like he's good in comedy. Like he's good in pretty much everything. So even though I'm not, and I hope I'm not opening too dangerous a can of worms, but like even though I'm I don't necessarily agree with him as Doctor Doom, because if I had it my way, there's a handful of other people I would have picked. But I'm sure him acting wise will not be the problem.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm sure he understands what he needs to do. I know he's gonna, he's gonna do his thing like he always does. I've never seen a bad performance out of him, so I don't think this is gonna be any different. So hopefully that'll be the hopefully us disagreeing with the casting, and us kind of being naysayers on it, and I mean that in the best way possible, but hopefully he'll make up for that in performance.
Yeah. I saw this one from Fernando, says Matthew McConaughey, Wolf of Wall Street. That's a good one.
Yeah,
because that short little part he's in, is so memorable. Like, yeah, it's so good, and it like sets up kind of like what the vibes are for the rest of the movie. Yeah, so yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, for real, he's in it. I might go see it then. Yeah, he is in it. He is. So yeah, I know I missed a bunch of people. I saw Tony in the house. The Kangs, what's up? And he said, "Flag is a piece of shit." I'm gonna save that for when we talk about Peacemaker. Yeah, I know Mama Bear wasn't gonna agree. She goes, "I'm not getting started on Superman." I know you weren't gonna agree with that one. Oh man, yeah, I forgot Sean Penn. He was well deserves an Oscar nomination. He might have been the best part of that movie, I think, just because
he
was so
great.
despicable. Yeah.
Oh, he was a sleazebag.
Yeah, racist and weird sex fetishes, and he played that character so well, so well. But yeah. Let's see. I don't know if I missed any other ones. Kevin said, concern for Universal Pictures, Wicked for Good, domestic. This film will make money, international audience. What worried me the most with the box office? Yeah, which most musicals, I think. Well, I mean, but as long as it makes like I think if it makes like 400, 500, I think that's like a big win. Like globally, that's like a win for sure from them. So, but did you hear Amazon is going to reduce how many times James Bond uses a gun to make a social statement? Jeez. I did not hear that.
So lame.
Yeah. That's I mean, I guess if you want to get around it, the best person to do that would be James Bond. He can use like a watch laser or I don't know, fucking other shit. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. It all depends, I guess, who they even pick to play James Bond.
Yeah.
So here you go. Collector's a question for you guys about Peacemaker. I probably won't watch it right now. I'll probably watch it next year in January when I get HBO Max back. But do any characters from Superman, I'm assuming, appear? Rick Flag is not a spoiler. He's in the trailers.
Yeah,
what was that? Frank Grillo. Prominent. Yeah, so he's pretty prominent in that, and he's a little bit in the Superman movie. There is an one other cameo, I think. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, you get one cameo. I was expecting more cameos in this finale. I'll say that. But yeah, I don't want to spoil whatever cameos you might get. So Hugh Jackman, X-Men First Class. I had to.
That was a pretty good cameo.
Yeah,
that was a pretty good one.
Speaking of, I don't have it. It's upstairs. I just bought. I bought X-Men. No, I bought First Class a few weeks ago, and I bought Days of Future Past. It was at the Goodwill for like $1. I'm like, F it.
I really enjoyed Days of Future Past. Like I'm very hit or miss. Yeah, I'm very like all over the place with the live action X-Men movie or the Fox produced X-Men movies, but I like Days of Future Past. I think it felt a little more comic booky. It kind of felt like Bryan Singer was embracing some of the more fantastical aspects of X-Men without feeling too ashamed of them.
Yeah.
Um, I liked that it wiped out X-Men 3, which is like one of the movies that, not just an X-Men movie, but one of the movies that I hate the most. I hate X-Men 3 with a fiery passion.
Yeah. That was sucks.
And so the fact that that wiped it out, like, almost made me cheer in the theater.
Like, yeah.
But yeah, Days of Future Past is a good one.
Yeah. So my two favorite roles that Robert Downey Jr. or I think movies or roles Robert Downey Jr. played is Iron Man and Louis Strauss. Louis Strauss. Is that from Oppenheimer?
Yes.
Yeah, right. Yeah. He was good in that. The short time he was on screen, he was pretty solid. So yeah, definitely watch like Chaplin or yeah, right. I had brain fart. That one's a good one with Robert Downey Jr. Like really good. Like you kind of forget it's him, because he looks so much like
Chaplin.
Yeah. Bobby said Mads Mikkelsen should have been Doctor Doom. He would have been good, but he was already in the MCU.
Yeah, he was in Doctor Strange in a kind of thankless villain role, which I hated because like he's a great actor. They could have given him a lot more to do in Doctor Strange. But that kind of, I think that's kind of a testament to just how much they wasted him as an actor.
Yeah. I mean, you could have tied in where that guy becomes Doctor Doom. It would be weird, and you would like retcon so much about the character, but he would he's stuck in that other universe, So with the Dormammu, I was like, maybe he learned a lot of magic and he learned all this other shit, and he becomes Doctor Doom in that dimension. That would be kind of cool. But
yeah,
but my money was on Cillian Murphy.
Would have made an excellent Doom.
Yeah,
there was him. There was I know we said Cillian Murphy.
Those are the only two that I heard. Did you hear anybody else?
No, I think they were like the main ones that I had heard. And either one of them I would have rolled with. Another good one. Is it Nikolai Coster-Waldau? Do you know that actor?
No, where's he from?
He was in Mama with Jessica Chastain. He was also in let me look up it and see what else he was.
That's shit, yeah, it's Jamie from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of Thrones. Yeah. Duh. Yeah. Like I think he would have been good as Doom.
Man, that he would have been really good as Doom. I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be bad, especially with them wanting to reset kind of the MCU a little bit. Getting somebody like him who's you're probably not going to spend a lot of money. You'll get a solid performance, and then you can recast, with somebody a little bit younger down the road.
Yeah.
So
that
would have been good.
Yeah. You kind of need Doom needs a specific presence.
Yeah. I would have been cool with that. I like that. Bobby said Bond barely used a gun in the 80s movies or 70s. Okay. Yeah. A lot of people are saying that the next Fast and Furious is gonna be canceled. They'll figure it out.
They'll figure it out. Imagine if Fast X is the way things end.
Oh my God. It would be kind of fitting where it's just everything is up in the air. Like the bad guys lose. That's it.
Well, have you heard the rumors that that the next one, Jason Momoa's character would turn good and be a part of of the family.
We started with that, man. Eventually, somebody has to be a bad guy, right? And stay a bad guy.
Somebody needs to stay a bad guy, and someone needs to like stay dead because now they're resurrecting everyone.
Stay
You know,
dead. Yeah.
it's
Oh
like
my god.
nobody dies in this story. They just get really big boo boos.
Yeah. They come back, dudes. Oh man. Yeah, okay. So Brian under the Spoiler Kings says, never going on vacation again. That's not good, man.
Oh,
Did you
man.
not have a good time, or you just you don't get to talk about like Peacemaker and stuff like that? Because I hope it's more like you don't get to talk about like the nerdy stuff. I hope you had a good time in vacation. But $5 with that here. We could play here. This might here. Since it is Brian.
And
Play that one.
wrong. All of you are wrong.
Play that one. Man. George of the Jungle. I'm just gonna talk about stuff. Oh, I bet. That's why we might not do a full review of Peacemaker, because I know Monday you're gonna want to talk about it for sure. But yeah, but I mean, at least Gen V, there's still more episodes out, so we still have time to talk about other stuff. But Peacemaker was like, that's it. Like that was the end of the season. So, oh man, we got my collector saying trailer time.
Look at you barking orders.
I know he wanted to watch the trailers. I did one thing real quick. So since Brian is in chat and Mama Bear, both are huge Harry Potter fans, massive Harry Potter fans. And there's this news I saw from like the other day, right? Oh wait, Brian says give him the link. I got you, buddy. Shit, where are we at? Just come in, say his thoughts. Yeah, so I know you guys, obviously there's a bunch of people that are Harry Potter fans. It's just like one of the biggest freaking franchises ever. But Disney spent, they didn't say how much, they just said 7 figures, right? So a couple $1 million to acquire the rights to Impossible Creatures, which is another cool kind of book thing. Just started. I believe the first book was written in 23, and then the second book just came out, I think, this year. I believe. I could be wrong, but a lot of people are saying like this is like the next Harry Potter kind of thing. One, because it's magical lands, magical creatures, hidden magical world, and stuff like that. You have that, and also book wise, this is the first time a YA, like a young adult author, is number 1 in the US and in the UK since the Harry Potter books. So you're talking about since like the late 90s, because I believe the first Harry Potter was 97, 98, I think, something like that.
I think 90, because it was either 97 or 98.
Yeah. But yeah, so they're saying that. And she has a plan. This new writer, I think it was a Catherine Rundell, I think it was her name. She has like a 5-book plan. She has the whole story kind of like planned out, so she knows what she's gonna do. But Disney bought the movie rights, and they spent millions of dollars. Like I said, they didn't say how much, but they said 7 figures. And it was like a bidding war between like Netflix, Warner Brothers wanted it too. Like a bunch of people wanted these rights, of big companies, and and Disney put out a lot of money for it. So I don't know if you guys heard of it. So the book is called Impossible Creatures. That's kind of the first book. Yeah, I should have led off with the book name. Impossible Creatures. There's 2 books already out of planned 5. So yeah. So the Impossible Creatures was 2023, and the second one was the Poisoned King. Came out in 20. Let me pull it up. See what it says. I think 24 or 25. Yeah, just debuted, so it just came out. The new one, so it came out recently. But yeah, she's the first UK children's author since Rowling to simultaneously reach number one position in children's book charts, both in UK and US. Yeah. And she sold like 4 million copies already. You know, she awarded, author of the year, children's book of the year. Like she's won a bunch of awards. So like people are like, this might be that next Harry Potter kind of thing. So I went to go to the library to look for it. It's off the shelves. Like it's already got like a long wait list for the actual physical copy from my library. So I was like, damn.
Probably just better off getting your
one.
own
I don't
copy
have
at that point.
kids at that age. Probably. I think that's what I end up doing, or just do audiobook. But yeah, I don't have kids, so I don't really read YA. My girlfriend loves, I don't say loves, but she really enjoys like YA because does a lot of cool imagination stuff. But she hasn't been in a library for so yeah, so I just want to know if anybody, if you guys have read it, because I know Mom Bear, you have kids. I don't know if you have. Oh, you I think you do, right? Have kids that would be in that age range of YA kind of book, target audience. But yeah, I'm kind of curious to read what's going on. Because let's see what the synopsis of it is. But it's definitely, it says two kids race to save the world's last magical place in the first book of the landmark new fantasy series from a writer with other. Oh, that's more a review. Never mind. But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it's something kind of interesting that Disney and a lot of other companies went to go after it, and it's selling really good. My daughter would be target audience when it's not me from reading myself. Oh yeah, for sure. But so many places are like, this is the next Harry Potter. This is like, this generation's Harry Potter, for like generation alpha. So
if Disney wants to, it all depends on well, I'd have to read up and do my research on it. Still a little angry at Disney about their adaptation of Artemis Fowl.
Yeah, that was not good.
I'm sorry, I still haven't. I really like the Artemis Fowl novels.
Yeah.
That movie made me so angry.
I've never read the books, but I know they're like beloved, and I watched it and I was like, ooh, it was not good.
Talk about watering down a character.
Oh, really? Yeah. So
like, yeah, that movie was pretty much everything opposite of what the book was.
Yeah.
Like they really went out of their way to isolate the fan base. It was so trash.
Which that sucks. Here, so this is a quick rundown of what the book is about. So it follows Christopher Forrester, a boy who discovers a portal to the archipelago, a hidden world where magical creatures live. He befriends Mal, a flying girl from the archipelago, and together they embark on a quest to stop a rising evil that is draining the world's magic and causing the creatures to die off. So has themes of friendship, corrupting nature of power, importance of the natural world throughout his adventures, blah blah blah. It's for middle grade readers, so definitely in that age range. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see it, because if it's getting this many views, readers and stuff like that, so interested. Brandon thinks Artemis was foul. It was a bad movie. It was a really bad movie.
It's freaking horrible.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah. But yeah, but I don't know if anybody gonna read these 2 out of 5. I put that's the title of the first book and the author. So I don't know. It's something to look out for. If Disney's dropping all that money, and other places were very interested as well. I heard it was a aggressive bidding war for it. But with that down, bringing Brian real quick. What's up, man? How's your vacation?
What's going on, man?
Oh, it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Can you guys hear me?
A little muffled.
You're a little muffled. We can hear you, but you're a little muffled.
Yeah, I expected so, but these headphones suck. But I wish I could talk to you guys about all the stuff I've been to, like 4 comic book stores already.
Mm-hmm.
I've been
Nice.
to Universal. I've been shown a lot of different things. I cannot wait to tell you about heading to Magic Kingdom tomorrow. So
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Oh, awesome.
then I'll be back.
Yeah, then you coming home. You driving out on
Then I'll be
Saturday
back.
then?
Mm-hmm.
Saturday morning. I'll
Okay.
stop and go to Atlanta and then come.
Live from the potty.
I'm actually on the fenced in deck, but it's deck holes everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like
That's
there's
how it goes.
literally everything there. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying, you went to a few comic book stores? Did you get that was it the DC the KO? Have you read that yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't read it
Oh.
yet. I'm in the
Oh, yeah.
right now.
Okay. Yeah, I read it online. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It starts to tie in the main DC universe to the absolute universe.
Mm-hmm.
Starts to very, 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 very start to. So it's not like in depth or anything, but you see where it's going. It is a good issue. I was like, damn, I might have to go buy it now. So it might be on my list to buy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's good, but my bears, I missed the laugh.
I miss talking to you guys. But what I did miss was ordering all my X-Men 97 action figures. I got all of them already ready, already pre-ordered, ready to go.
Really?
All the ones coming, yeah. So,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, no, on the road, I'm sure I got them already.
As soon as I sent it, were you just like on Amazon and on everywhere just ordering it?
Click. So I can
Yeah.
get it. So,
I got 5 out of the
that was
6,
fun.
but I can't find Emma Frost anywhere. Emma Frost is the
I got
issue.
Emma Frost.
Yeah.
You have to order it on a site, on different sites, like a toy site. You have to order it from there.
Yeah. Yeah, because Amazon and other places were like, oh, $60. I was like, you get the hell out of here with that. I'm not for a toy. So yeah.
$26.99.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody knows, it's these toys here. Like this Wolverine, this X-Men 97 toys. I think I got Storm up there. Cyclops, you really can't see him, but yeah. So they're doing their 3rd wave. So 6 more figurines. They look good too. I like that set.
Do.
Yeah. So
I like it.
yeah. So you've been
But
watching.
I just want to say hi to you guys because I know I'm going to be. You can barely hear me, so I just don't want to mess up everything else.
That's all good. Let's come in and say hi. Did you watch everything? You watch Peacemaker? You watch Gen V?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to talk about Peacemaker specifically because like usual, I like good things and some bad things on it.
Yeah. I think we might all be in the same boat when it comes to Peacemaker with this finale. Yeah. So
I look at James Gunn sometimes I get frustrated. That's all.
You're like, oh, cool, and then you're like, what are you doing? It's like, but at the very least, it's a TV show, so it's like you're able to experiment, I guess. But yeah,
well,
good and
he
bad.
has such a good certain things, and terrible eye at others. It just makes me crazy.
Yeah. Well, my biggest issue, this is not any spoiler to the show itself, is why did he hype it up so much? He hyped up this finale so much, and I think that was the biggest issue. Was don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
And it's just another episode.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so why are we?
Yeah.
You know,
I think I would be a lot happier if I wasn't so hyped. Like, because like everyone on the show was like, oh man, it's such a great finale, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, I'm yeah. So that was my biggest thing. So I'm okay if y'all wait till Brian gets back for Peacemaker. I think we might. I think we might. I know Mama Bear's like, yeah, save it for Monday. I won't be here Monday.
That's funny. That's funny. Oh no, but I can't wait to talk to you guys. I can't wait to talk to you guys about Gen V and all the stuff I saw out here and all the rumors we're hearing about other stuff. So I'm excited, and I'll see you guys in a couple of days. I'll be in chat though.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Sounds good, man.
All right, man. Enjoy the rest of your trip.
Yep. Have fun.
All
right, man. Oh man, Mama Bear said he overhypes everything. Remember the Flash going to be the best movie ever. That is one thing he does tend to do. And I get you. It's a fine line of selling your product and overselling your product. Because I think overselling is definitely like hyping it up, and he definitely like hyped up this finale. It was the same thing with Multiverse of Madness. I think for me, like, why my initial watch of it, I was so disappointed was because all the leakers, all these like people, insiders were like hyping it up. We're like, oh, this is going to be in there and that's going to be in there and this is going to happen. And I guess you allow them and their takes to like impact yours a little bit. So
yeah. Because Multiverse of Madness wasn't bad. It just could have been more.
yeah. And I think that everyone was expecting more, but it was like a good movie. It's like not the best, not the worst, just slightly above average. So, but yeah, he does overhype things. Yeah, the Flash thing was a wild take. Yeah, to say that movie was the best, I was like, ooh, I don't know about that, man. Oh man! All right, let's watch some trailers and then we'll talk some Gen V.
Okay.
I'm probably pull this up because I have not seen this one yet. Hopefully, it doesn't freeze.
I have not watched this one.
Yeah, I've been saving it. I saw them talk about it this morning. Them like, some YouTubers, but I didn't watch the trailer. Oh man. So I said, even though I'm like in my series, I love YA books, and I love YA young adult books so much, a bunch of other types of books. Yeah, I mean they're popular,
Yeah,
for a reason. They're fun to read. They don't get too caught up in like crazy stuff. I won't say kind of crazy stuff, but like what's it, the Hunger Games? That's YA. And people love that.
Yeah, definitely.
So, and they usually turn into good movies. Usually. So.
Yeah, like the Hunger Games movies, I thought most of them were fine. I didn't really much care for Mockingjay 1 or 2. I thought those were just okay. But what was it, Ballad of Songs and Snakes or whatever it was called? That one was fine.
Yeah, the prequel. Yeah.
The next one I'm excited for just on account of the casting.
Yeah.
the whoever I don't know who the casting director was, but reading up on it, that dude didn't come to play when it came to the casting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, you get because so I don't want to get too much into it. I will die on this hill that I think Katniss should have died. She should have died at the end of the film. You know,
I would have been fine with that.
that's how it should have been.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, but because it's a YA kind of story, you know, very much girl empowerment, which is good. Killing her off might have been a little too much, but I'm like, but at least she would have died like for a reason instead of living a life she didn't want to live. You know, she didn't want to have kids. I don't think she liked PETA, but she didn't, I think, wanted to spend the rest of her life with him. So it was like she kind of became this thing that she didn't want to become, you know. And everyone's
It
like,
felt
"Oh,
very
she got a happy
obligatory.
ending." She didn't want a happy ending. You know, she didn't want
Exactly.
kids. She didn't want this. You know, it was like she should have went out on the battlefield or doing a political kind of statement like she was kind of doing. Like she should have died being a badass instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing with PETA just felt too obligatory for me.
Yeah.
And plus PETA's just a lame character.
Yeah. I mean, she grew to love PETA. I think they shared the trauma and stuff, and PETA like never stopped loving her. You know, it's just the ending just felt very, like you said, obligatory, and just felt like, oh, it's what we got to do. You know, she's got to have kids and she's got to live her just peaceful life. I was like, at what point in the movie does she ever want to live a peaceful life? Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe in the very, very beginning. Said the books were better for Hunger Games. I cried reading them. The movie missed something. Okay, I never read the book, so they didn't show the relationship well in the movie. Yeah. Sometimes that's hard to do. Oh man, we got Ghostface over on Twitch. Guess we know what some Man of Tomorrow is gonna be about. I think. Are you talking about from the Peacemaker finale? Yeah. I think Man of Tomorrow is going to be Superman and Peacemaker versus Argus Flag. Yep. When you, yeah, I definitely see that. I don't know if it's going to be Superman and Peacemaker, but it's going to definitely be Flag. Yeah. But I like that. Appreciate you coming in, Ghostface.
Yeah,
over
man,
on our
welcome.
Twitch channel. All right, let's watch this trailer. I haven't seen this trailer yet. Let's go. All right, what is up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. We're gonna check out another trailer for you guys. This one just dropped today. This is Night of the Seven Kingdoms. This is the Game of Thrones, another spin-off for Game of Thrones. So yeah, neither of us watched this trailer, so we're gonna check it out and then see what it is. January.
Me neither. I had kind of forgotten about this a little bit, that it was being made, and I didn't realize it was that close. Yeah, it looks fine. I'm not going to pretend like I've read any of the George Martin novels.
Yeah.
So I can't really speak on it in that regard. It kind of looks like generic medieval night show.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of getting.
Yeah, so it kind of feels like they're just like really entering milk mode between this and House of the Dragon, So I feel like they're gonna go crazy. Probably won't be the only spin-off we end up getting.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just seems like they're just milking it for all it's worth at this point.
Yeah, I agree. Like like you said, it just felt very generic. Like I didn't feel like this was in Westeros. Like this wasn't in the Game of Thrones world. It just
Universe,
felt
yeah.
like, oh, cool. Like just change out the Targaryen symbol with something else, and you can easily like it could be its own franchise. But
Watching the parts of the trailer, I'm like, didn't I already watch this when it was called A Knight's Tale?
I was just thinking that too. I was just thinking that too. Like here's just nobody who becomes a knight. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But
So.
but no. I'm gonna give it a fair shot because I'm watching everything else Game of Thrones related.
Yeah. So January 18th, a couple months away. So
yeah,
like you said, I kind of forgot about it, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'll give it a look.
Mama Bear, let's go. It's a tall night tail. I like that. That's funny. So else you guys, Ghostface said that trailer basically showcased Bran if he was actually an important topic in the Soul Show. That's funny. See, that's the thing is like it's actually Bran, controlling him.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, that's a horrible ending of that. So annoyed. Honestly, I think most of these spin-offs are just fan fiction since George R. R. Martin isn't finishing the books. This one I know is a book. The collector said the book is basically a side character that takes place 100 years before Game of Thrones and 100 years before House of Dragons. After House of Dragons. Yeah. So it's like in between kind of thing. Yeah. So yeah. It's not bad. I just want I want the prequel stuff, but I want like leading up to Game of Thrones, not like 100 years before Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
like,
it just
200,
seems
300
like they're.
years. Like
It just seems like they're making that stuff just for the heck of making it. Yeah. It doesn't really tie into anything in the Game of Thrones world that I'm particularly interested or invested in.
Yeah. It's like legit a side story. Like it goes, the show's only gonna be 6 episodes, so it's gonna be a limited series.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess somebody got bored or like, hey, let's do something.
Let's do something, right?
Brian came here, he goes, a Knight's Tale is peak. It is. A Knight's Tale is so
good.
Yeah.
Knight's Tale is awesome.
So good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Collector said, but the cool thing is we're gonna have 2 Game of Thrones shows the same year. This and season 3 of House of Dragons. I'm hoping House of Dragons is good. I hope it's gonna be good.
Yeah. Or is it gonna be just one big setup for the season after it?
Yeah, because I'm kind of over that.
Yeah,
like,
that annoys me so much.
Yeah. So a random subplot years before and years after Blink, so I can't wait. Yep. Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If it was the rise of the White Walkers or whatever the Frost people were, it would be interesting. Yeah. I mean, you go back to the first people, I forgot, but the people like they did it a little bit in Game of Thrones. They talked about like the first White Walkers, and stuff like that. Yeah. You can do stuff like that would be cool. Like there's a lot of interesting stories that I really kind of want to know more about. I really don't want to say I don't care about this. Not saying it won't be a good show. It's just who asked for it kind of thing. And I hate saying that, but kind of really.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it didn't look interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I can take it or leave it.
Yeah. That no, you've heard the very first episode is going to be a battle that we should have gotten at the end of season 2. Oh, I mean, they better. That last episode of season 2 was frustrating, to say the least. So it's season 3 better start off with like what we got, what we should have got. So Yeah. Mom says, I'll say I don't care about this. Hasn't given me a need to watch it. Game of Thrones. I don't know if you ever watched Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, awesome, but yeah, but cool. We'll finish that. We'll get into some more of your guys' comments. But if you're watching on the replay, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment. Let us know what you think about A Night of the Seven Kingdoms trailer. Do you like it? Do you hate it? What do you think about it? Are you a fan of the whole franchise and all these spinoffs? So let's know what kind of spinoff you want from the Game of Thrones franchise. But with that being said, all you guys in the live chat, stick around because we're going to finish up with your other comments right now. All right. What you guys saying? Like I said, they actually had a first pilot about the White Walkers, and it was too much money. They spent close to $1 billion, so they scrapped it. $1 billion, probably like $1 million. No, $1 billion? $1 billion is a lot.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna spend that, or they projected to spend that much because that's like crazy. Yeah. You do some cool stuff. You don't have to do a lot of CGI. I mean, you do obviously some, but you do a lot of practical. Sorry.
Yeah, it looks, like I said, it looks practical heavy, which is cool departure when it comes to the Game of Thrones universe. But like I said, it could go either way. I could take it or leave it. Oh, what's that?
My bad. I was muted. Yeah. So I never read the books. They're just massive. But I did watch a Comic Girl. I think Comic Book Girl 19, I think was her name. She got big because of the Game of Thrones stuff. I don't know what she's doing now, but she was like really popular, and she would like do a lot of deep dives in the books and this and that. So a lot of the lore was me watching her videos. So, but besides that, it was like, I know there's a ton of lore with the whole Game of Thrones stuff.
Yeah.
But like you said, we'll check it out. Hopefully it doesn't suck.
I hope not.
So, yeah. The next show that we get is coming from the show called It's the Sister Wives. It's about the very first Targaryen where he would marry his sisters in the fall of Valerian. I got to admit, Valerian right now in House of Dragons is super disappointing. Is so disappointing. Because in Game of Thrones they just kept like, oh, that's Valerian steel. Oh my god, like that's Valerian steel. Everything is like, oh, Valerian steel is like the best shit, and you hear all these stories about Valeria and like all the magic and this and that and blah blah blah. And then you get Valerians in here, and I was like do cool shit. It's just more political family shit, so
exactly.
Yeah. Because I remember hearing like, oh, they're gonna be in Valeria and they're gonna be talking about Valerians and this and that. I'm like, oh, that's gonna be awesome. And then it's just like, oh, it's just more political. Like, cool, I guess. But yeah, sorry, the Targaryens are the very first Targaryen. That might be cool. That might be cool. But I'm kind of over the incesty kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah.
That just shouldn't be a thing in media. It's ugh.
Yeah, like it fit its purpose in the original Game of Thrones show. I'm good. I don't need any more cousin loving.
Yeah, it's gross.
Or sister. Yeah. So yeah. Ghostface, I just found out who one of the characters in Night of Seven Kingdom is, and wow. Won't say who it is if y'all don't know. Want me to? Yeah, I don't know who one of the actors is gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it says his best when is kept in the family.
Ugh.
Oh my god, Mama Bear.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Bobby said his writing is meticulous. Book 3 has 8 or 10 pages of just being in the woods, describing it for no good reason. I knew I would never read these books because I invested in his first series, Wild Cards. Okay. Yeah, say it, man. Let us know. I'm kind of curious to see. So, well, that's what they did back then. I mean,
And oh,
yeah, it's still, you know, the person who's writing the script wrote the script for the first Batman movie. No, we know that.
oh, all right. That's
So
cool.
here you go. So Ghostface said, so Egg is the Knight's squire. I guess it was the little bald kid. But he's actually supposed to be Aegon from House of Dragons. That'd be interesting
Mm-hmm.
if they go that route. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it would. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like they're going to tie it in somehow to something, you know. A lot of Royals did that. Alabama didn't have the trademark on it. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of royal families. Even still, so wasn't the Queen of England, wasn't that her cousin that she married?
I think so.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure like it's Queen Elizabeth. I believe so. Third cousins, if that's any better. Or yeah, second or third cousins. I don't know. They're still somewhere related. For the most part, they all marry their cousin. Yeah, like 3 or 4 removed, but still cousins. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's get away from incest.
No problem.
Oh
Don't
man,
ask me twice.
I know, right? We can bring up this other trailer. Knock that one out. Then we get into some Gen V. I started watching this one just to see what it was about. It looks interesting. It also looks very sad,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll see. But it's a Shakespeare kind of book. Chloe Zhao.
But yeah, the
her
Eternals
new movie.
director.
Mm-hmm. I said, if I need Matt to figure it out, we aren't dating. Yeah. If they're like, well, technically, it's like, nah, no, well, technically with that shit. Like, get out of here with that. Like, technically, we're not family. It's like, if you need to say that, you should not be dating or having kids or whatever. Yeah. Oh, man. All right, let's check out the trailer and we'll get some Gen V. And then, we'll call it early night because I have got 0 effing sleep all this week. So I have this whole week off. I'm on vacation. My youngest son decided to say like, F it, I'm not sleeping all night.
Oh, what better timing, huh?
So like, yeah, I'm up like at 3 a.m, and oh my god, so I'm getting like last night I think I got like 3 hours of sleep. Yeah, so I'm pretty drained. What's it? Tall cousin, short cousin, red cousin, cool cousin, still cousin. Oh man. All right, let's check out this trailer. Let's check it out. And then we'll talk some cool stuff because I can't wait to talk Gen V. I got some theories, some ideas. So let's talk Hamnet. Let's go. All right, what is up? Welcome to the Spoiler Kings. I got another trailer reaction for you guys tonight. We're gonna be checking out this new Chloe Zhao trailer, Hamnet, I think it's called. Yeah, pretty much a Shakespeare kind of story. It looked interesting. Collector Movie Man, one of our our chatters recommended it, so we're gonna check it out, and then we'll see what it's about. It's gonna be sad as shit, man. Like,
Yeah, it is. That
it's gonna be
looks
so
grim.
sad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm ready for that.
I mean, whenever you have like a kid die,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll leave it there. Yeah, ugh.
Yeah, I don't know if
Yeah.
I'm ready for that, man.
Yeah. I don't know too much about like Shakespeare's personal life, so I didn't know because this is like based on like real life kind of stuff. You know, that if he had a kid that died, you know, so yeah. Yeah. And that intended buried Churchill, Holy Trinity. Yeah, does it's true. That's it looks gorgeous though. Like Chloe's out, like as much as I think I don't like the Eternals. I usually like her movies though.
Yeah.
You know.
She's very much
but they're
art
very
house.
artsy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she's like it's a lot of art house. Yeah. Yeah, no No Man Land, like I didn't love it. And I know I'm like in it, but I enjoyed it. You know, Songs of My Brothers, Taught was good, The Writer was good, you know, Daughters was good. Yeah, so yeah, but she does very, like you said, very art house, and this feels like it's art house with history and very sad history, it looks like. So, but yeah, yeah. The collector said definitely watching it because it's gonna be hearing. I've been hearing could get some nominated at the Oscars. It is. She's already an Oscar winning, you know, director. So any movie she has coming out, you know, especially if it hits you in the emotions, Shakespeare is obviously everyone loves freaking Shakespeare. So
yeah,
yeah,
and you know
yeah.
the dude's synonymous with tragedy, so yeah,
Mm-hmm.
not definitely not expecting dandelions and butterflies, huh?
Yeah, yeah. And if you
I gotta
do,
be in the mood
they're
for Shakespeare,
quickly
man.
stopped out.
Yeah, I gotta be in the
Yeah,
mood for Shakespeare. I gotta be in the mood for it.
yeah, for sure.
I gotta be in a downer of a mood. I gotta be reliving my high school, late high school, early college, like emo years. Yes, I had one of those phases.
Yeah. Did you have the Jimmy Butler kind of like emo haircut?
My hair didn't quite obey me like that.
Yeah. 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 But yeah, I mean, this is gonna win some Oscars for sure.
Oh yeah,
100%.
definitely. This is
You
right
know,
up. This is right up the alley of the Oscars, and Chloe Zhao already has you know, did Nomadland win awards? It won something, didn't it?
I believe it won Best Picture that year.
Yeah, me too.
I think it won Best Picture, which I was super pissed off because there was so many other great movies that were out that year. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was yeah. But she's this is what she does. She makes artsy movies and yeah. So yeah, I'll probably watch it.
I'll check it out.
We'll see how it goes, but yeah.
Just gotta mentally prep myself for it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't, because when I started watching the trailer and I stopped watching the trailer after you kind of find out the death, and I'm like, okay, I can't, because I got 2 kids, I got 2 boys, so like, oh god, man, like,
Yeah,
just it gets you.
kid deaths and
So,
and dog deaths. I don't do good with.
yeah, animals, so.
Mhm.
Oh man, but cool. That's our reaction, our raw reaction to this Hamnet um movie. Directed by Chloe Zhao, very artsy William Shakespeare kind of stuff. But we want to hear from you. So if you're watching on the replay, leave a comment. Let us know what you think about this trailer. You're gonna check it out. You're gonna watch it. And yeah. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Come and join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday when we do trailer reactions like this, movie reviews, TV show reviews, other fun nerdy stuff. But we appreciate everyone in the live chat. We want you guys to stick around because we're gonna move on to our next topic for the night. What you guys are saying. Well, that explains why you don't like Stephen King at all. Exactly.
I like Stephen King. He writes some out there shit when it comes to kids. But I like a good amount of Stephen King stuff. Dark Tower series I absolutely love. That helped get me through COVID lockdown. Never said I just like Stephen King. He can dial it back with the kid violence, though. Holy shit, who hurt you, motherfucker?
Yeah, man, he's got some trauma to work through for sure. I'm trying to see what else was up for Best Picture. So Best Picture the year that No Man Land won was also The Father, Judas and the Black Messiah, Mank, Minari, Promising Young Woman, Sound of Metal, Trial of Chicago 7. I loved every single one of those movies except for No Man Land. Like I said, it was okay. I didn't love it. I was like, oh, okay. But like Trial of Chicago 7, amazing. Sound of Metal was fucking amazing.
Sound of Metal
Promising Young
is
Woman,
awesome.
Oh man, Minari. I didn't think I was gonna like Minari. I loved Minari.
I really liked Minari.
Same thing with Mank. I didn't think I was gonna like.
Mm-hmm. Did everything just freeze? Is it only me? Wee. Well, that's weird. Well, I guess it's just me and everyone else at the moment, huh? Awkward. So, yeah, I guess until Tank comes back, it's just me, just me and you guys. Sue, what's up? For a minute, with my like kind of faulty setup, I thought it was just me. Um. Anyway, I don't know. So what's everyone going as for Halloween? Am I like one man showing it right now? I'm just completely failing at it. Delta 10, what's going on, man? I did not fire everyone. I think think I got abandoned. Some Wayne's World situation. Everyone else just kind of walked off set. Yeah, I guess Tank's internet crashed. Mm-hmm. Just scrolling through the comments. All right. Okay, so does anyone have like any Halloween watch lists? And if you do, what have you watched? So far for me, it's been the first two original Halloween movies. I did Halloween 2018. I did The Frighteners. I've done Creepshow. And I think I'm going to do Monster Squad next. No idea what I'm being for Halloween. Figure it out a couple days before. I used to do that. I'm actually still waiting for my costume to get here. It's just been like taking forever to get here. Ooh, the original Fright Night. That's a good one. That's like one of my favorite ones. I'm actually happy you reminded me of that. I gotta watch that. I'll probably do that at some point over the weekend. I think it's actually on HBO Max, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, you can never go wrong with that one. The remake was a remake, I thought. It's just a trailer for the new Tron. Jared Leto's about to pop up and ask how old the ladies are in research. The monster. That's the Ed Gein one, right? Right, Delta. The remake was the remake was try hard. If I had to if I had to sum it up, like it was just everything the original wasn't, and I mean that in the worst way possible. It was way too heavy-handed, and yeah, I wasn't a fan. Oh, House on Haunted Hill, 13 Ghosts. You know what? I could probably stand to revisit those ones, Mama Bear. I've always liked House on Haunted Hill. 13 Ghosts took me a couple watches for it to really grow on me, but I enjoy that one too. Plus, the black character lived. Come on. Raw Digga, she was like, like one of the OG black characters to actually survive a horror movie. Ultimate Scarecrow. I'm drawing a blank on what Ultimate Scarecrow looked like. Let me look that up. Oh, very cool. I'd actually love to see pictures of that. If you end up doing that. Once Bitten, nice. Jim. Oh, Chip is going to pop up from behind Brandon's chair. Final Destination, nice. Halloween 2018 and Kills, Silver Bullet, Jeepers Creepers, Jason Lives, Jason Goes to Hell.
All right.
Silver Bullet is a great call, by the way. Oh, no, it happens. Once Bitten. We're talking about like Halloween lists.
Oh, like Halloween, like must watch during the Halloween season.
Must watch ones, yeah.
Wow. Which one's
Jim Carrey? It's like one of his early ones.
Yeah, I know which one. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that.
That was like pre In Living Color Jim Carrey.
And Family will be on the list. Got to show the kiddo. Oh, yeah. Especially with Wednesday being so popular. You know, like show them the Addams Family one. I remember I was talking to somebody at work like years ago, and I'm like, oh yeah, the third kid, and they were like, there's third kid. And I was like, yeah, I guess just in the movie they have that third kid. You know, and the guy I was talking to thought I was fucking crazy. I was like, what? So can't remember what was his name. I mean, he had a little mustache. It was like not I want to say Norbert. I gotta look this shit up. Pubert, yeah. Pubert.
Joan Cusack was like, just frigging crazy in the second movie.
Yeah.
I remember hating her character. I'm like, as a kid, I'm like, why does this character have to have the same name as my mom?
What was the character's name? I don't remember.
Her name was Debbie. My mom's name is Deborah, but you know, but I'm like, why is this character gonna have my mom's name? Sully my mother's good name.
No. Oh man. Let's see where everyone watched the Menace Brothers a while ago. Yeah. Almost done with the Ed Gein one. The Sons of Anarchy actor's voice is creepy AF in the show.
Charlie Hunnam.
That's who it is. What's up, Chappie and Jeff over on Twitch? James Gunn might have confirmed that season 2 was the ending of Peacemaker on the Peacemaker podcast. What are your thoughts? That's what he said. There's no plans for season 3, is what he said.
I think that I'm okay with that. If Peacemaker's gonna show up in the extended in the greater universe down the line, which they've been kind of implying that he will. So I'm fine with it. If he knows if he's got a game plan mapped out for a grander story and knows what he's going to do with Peacemaker down the line. I always respect it when they know when to stop with a show before they run it into the ground. So there's rumors he's going to show up in Man of Tomorrow, that he's going to be prominent in that. So at this point, whatever James Gunn wants to do, I'm waiting it out and seeing what the plan is. I think that's all we can do. Just sit tight and see what he's got cooking.
Yeah, and with some of the events happened in that finale, it sets up a bunch of like stuff too. So sets up to the bunch of stuff to the universe. So I can see them leaving the show alone for now and doing other stuff with all those characters. You know.
Yeah, totally
makes sense.
Yeah, if that's what he's doing, I'm good with it.
Yeah. But yeah. Let's see where we leave off. But appreciate you coming in over on Twitch, watching Final Destination 2. They progressively get sucky.
They get and like I liked Final Destination Bloodlines.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think the only ones that I really like are one. I kind of liked 5 and Bloodlines. I didn't like 2 very much. I just irrationally could not stand the lead actress, the lead character. I just her face annoyed me. She just irrationally annoyed me, and I didn't like the character very much. She kind of pissed me off. But I liked Bloodlines. I kind of wish they'd stop at Bloodlines because and Bloodlines kind of brought things full circle. But they already said they're going to make a 7th one. I think the way it ended in the send off with Tony Todd would have been good, but they were never gonna.
Very fitting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very fitting. Oh man. So my daughter there you go. Oh, what the heck? Sorry. My daughter has a Wednesday backpack thing and the dress. Nice. So she already knows the family. So you gotta show her the movies.
Mm-hmm.
The animated ones are pretty good.
Yeah.
So Bloodlines was pretty cool. Champion Jeff said, yeah, James Gunn said it was the final episode of the season 2 and maybe the end of Peacemaker, honestly. Yeah, which is good. I like it. I like it being left alone. Like you can start to do other stuff now.
Yeah, you know.
Oh man. Yeah.
I respect them knowing when to when to pump the brakes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! Give me.
If Peacemaker's going to show up later.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. Let's get back on track. Talk some Gen V as we get for the Munsters over the Ans family. Okay. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I could.
The Munsters were definitely, I don't know, they're both like obviously pretty goofy and fun,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But it was like kind of one or the other. He says big plan for all the characters, so that's good news. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's no way like you end that show the way you did and not have some decent plans for them, for all of them. So
exactly, yeah.
So that's just as Lillian Munster in high school. Nice. Who's the actress that played Lillian Munster? Because
Yvonne De Carlo.
That's what I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh man. All right. Delta Dan and Ace talking about that the show with the Ed Gein, I think it's pronounced.
Yeah.
Some Google, but yeah, go on YouTube. All right. Bring this up. Talk some Gen V. Oh, fuck, where is it? There we go. Now you watched this episode, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let me pull up. I always forget the damn names of all the episodes. This is what's episode 6, right?
Yes.
I think
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man. That's right. Cooking lessons. That makes sense. All right. Let's talk some Gen V. All right. What is up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. We're going to talk some Gen V. We're talking episode 6, cooking lessons from season 2. We get Marie, Jordan, Emma escape from Elmira.
Mm-hmm.
We get a lot of that, and then they get some help from somebody, which we'll talk to, and then that kind of opens up a whole nother can of worms, because of like, holy shit, so like I said, we'll get into a lot of that the other stuff, that the episode got into. Also, good night, Collector, movie man. Appreciate you coming in, hanging out.
Good night, Collector.
But yeah, what do you think about this episode, Brandman?
I liked it. It was very focused. It wasn't really all over the place. It stayed I like how centered it stayed on Marie and the rest.
Yeah.
For pretty much the entirety of it. It's kind of I think they end at just the right points. I think it kind of it's advancing the story just right. It doesn't I'm never bored this season. I think the season's like a little more I think so far the season's a little more centered, and I think I said this a while back. It feels a little smaller, but I mean that in the best I mean that in a good way. I think smaller is working for this. And I'm liking how they're incorporating the cameos from the boys to advance the story. Like when Giancarlo Esposito showed up, I I thought the way they used him was awesome. And is there anything that man is not amazing in and just doesn't make the most of every second of screen time he has in anything he shows up in? He always elevates it. Like it's always a joy to watch Giancarlo Esposito. But I think my favorite person on this season is Sean Patrick Thomas. I'm really liking his character. I'm liking where they're going with him, trying to figure out, the truth about what happened to Andre. They're using him in just the right capacity. I kind of find myself invested in him in his character the most.
Who's that? That's that's not Cypher. It's
not Cypher.
The dad, right?
The dad, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Polarity. I was like, what's
Polarity?
Yeah.
And Cypher's just creepy. Like he's just plain unhinged.
Yeah. The actor that plays him. Yeah, I see he's been in a bunch of other stuff too, but yeah, he's really creepy as Cypher. Really creepy. Weird. But yeah. So what do you think about so with Giancarlo Esposito, was it Edgar Stand is it the character's name? I couldn't think of it. His whole, when they're in the bunker and he's like explaining everything about who Godolkin is and what he tried to do, and drops the bomb of there's only two people in all of this experimenting. There's only two people that were born with powers, that they were able to do it. Homelander, which we all know, and he's a psychopath, crazy, murder machine, and then Marie. I find that, and obviously they're different ages, so they had to have been like years apart from each other. A lot of decent amount of years from apart of each other. That they did it. But what do you think about them dropping that bomb of like, here's your two strongest soups on the face of the planet as of right now?
What did I think of it?
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty. I thought they were going to do a little bit more with it, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I can see that.
But it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was fine with it.
Yeah, because the way they set it up is like you get all the backstory, especially last season of Homelander, and him like killing everybody that had to deal with his birth and his upbringing, as a kid. But then years later, you get Marie, and she doesn't even know her powers are special.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's just, I don't know. I just find it like really like interesting that they're doing this. And part of me is like, why? Because I don't know why they keep doing this. You know, because it's like, do they want somebody to stop Homelander? Like, or are they just being God at this point? They're just like, let's
Yeah,
just mess around with as much as we can.
yeah. It's almost like at points they're kind of playing coy with her powers, like what she can do, or just kind of building up to it very, very slowly. So I'm hoping on the final episode there's some kind of like official full on payoff.
Uh-huh.
They're kind of showing like kind of like what she could do like a little bit here and there. They
Yeah.
could, which kind of leads me to believe, man, that they're gonna that it's gonna end with something big. I hope.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah, she's a bloodbender.
It's because like how you said, like this, it started off small, the show, like it's its own little corner, and you had little things here and there, like, oh, here's the deep, you know, the way that season 1 ended. But
Mhm.
now like I feel like the end of this show or the season is gonna really, really tie into the final season of The Boys coming up soon. You know, like,
Yeah, and I could take it either way. Like it would be nice if it leads into the final season of The Boys, and who knows? Some of the characters from Gen V could factor into the final season of The Boys.
yeah,
So
yeah. Mhm.
um, that would be interesting because I think they've been using the cameos just right, and with all the cameos that they've had, you really could lead into the final season of The Boys.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Mhm.
You know, because now we got so many big players like out here, and obviously, like I read the comic books. Marie is not really like, the show is doing its own thing at this point,
Mhm.
completely doing its own thing, which I think is better in some parts. Um,
Mhm.
but basically, yeah, like Homelander is the biggest character right now, right? Um,
Yep.
and then you got Butcher, you know, who's taking the V, but also he has this like the poison now, you know,
Mhm.
that, you know, and that's straight from that part is from the comic books. But now you're bringing in, you know, the bloodbender, you're bringing in Marie. So
Mhm.
like, is this gonna be like this 3-sided kind of war that they're gonna fight? You know, it's really interesting what they're doing, because it's just not Butcher versus Homelander, which it is, but now you're throwing in Marie, and she's just gonna, I think, throw a wrench in all the gears, and I don't know how the show's gonna end. I have no idea what they have planned.
Same. Same.
Yeah,
I'm really
yeah,
anxious to see how it all pays off because I have
yeah,
no idea what the hell is happening.
yeah, yeah. And but I think like the biggest thing is because of Gen V, you know, because I always thought
Mhm.
like you said, it's a side story, it's gonna be fun, blah blah blah. But now that it's gonna play such a big part, because they have Odessa connected to Marie, and then you
Mhm.
find out it's also connected to Homelander. So they have that connection. You know, even Jordan makes fun of it, like, oh, your cousin, you know, because they had like similarities of their birth. Um,
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I thought they were gonna kind of go part of how the comic book goes, with the end of part of the end of it. But now with Marie coming in, I have zero idea. You know, zero idea.
Mhm.
You know, um, you think Marie's gonna fix Kate? You know, that's how the episode ends. She's like, "Fix me," and they just like walk, which was
I
kind of
feel
weird.
like I feel like it's obligatory. I feel like she needs to.
Yeah,
They
kind
they
of.
can't. Yeah, they need to really bring a resolution to that
Yeah, yeah. Fix
by the end of the season.
her mistake. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, it'd be
I
interesting if she can. I want her to really explore her powers.
Same. Do more with it.
Yeah. Because right now, like she figured out the whole like controlling a body. She figured out how to bring somebody back from the dead, basically, by like putting their blood back in them. But we're still missing parts of like everyone around her was getting hurt. So why was that? What's the extent of her powers? Like, was it just her being out of control and not knowing how to focus it into one person where she was affecting the people around her? Was she like taking something from them, to give to the sister? I don't know. It's just, there's so much I'm like really interested in knowing all these like details now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really hope they resolve everything by the time this is over, because it's left me with some questions that I need answered too.
Yeah.
So yeah, they really gotta I think I kind of want them to pick things up a little more with Marie in terms of what she can do. I think they're just kind of they're moving very slowly with that. So if there's only 2 episodes left, it's kind of like, pick up the pace with it.
Yeah. Like she needs to blow somebody up.
Yeah,
with her
something.
power. Yeah. So we got that. We got Stan Egger coming back, helping out with their stuff. Staying on him for a second. Once it's kind of hinted that Godolkin is still alive, because now we kind of, the main people kind of figured out that the burnt body is probably Godolkin, which was the guy started Odessa and stuff like that, which Cypher's dad, I believe they said at one point. Because Stan Egger is always the kind of person who, I don't need you anymore, you're trash, and doesn't care if you live or die. Because I'm like, now is like, is he gonna go directly after Cypher, to get Godolkin? I don't know. Like, I feel like Cypher Stan's plan changed. He's like, well, Marie's not that important to me anymore, because if the dude's still alive, I want the dude. I don't know. You think he's gonna play a bigger role in Stan's plans?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I had to think on it for a minute. I'm like, I don't see how he couldn't.
I don't know. Stan Egger is such an interesting character. His character that they take from him in the comic book is kind of weird, but like not scared of anything weird. And it makes it specifically Homelander kind of go crazy.
It's like, can we get more of Stan Edgar? Like, just, I love the character. I want to learn more about him, and Giancarlo Esposito, just his approach to the character is just, the dude does kind of I don't want to say play it the same when it comes to characters like that, but he's got like a line delivery and just a presence that lends itself to every role that he plays.
Yeah.
And it always feels fresh. He never wears out his welcome.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. I think he's really, he dominates in roles like this. So almost didn't expect to see him show up this season, but I was really, really happy when he did.
Yeah. Because it changes everything up a little bit. You have this dude who knows Vought intimately, like every little detail, everything, he knows so much. So having him in the show and kind of saying like, hey, he's still a character on the board, is kind of awesome.
For sure.
Yeah. So here, we'll finish off with Cypher's plan. He just does full on super evil, cartoon villain with a polarity, and pretty much tells him his whole plan. And it's pretty bad, man. So like his whole plan is there's too many supers around and we need to cut them down. So his plan is to reduce the students at God U by 75%. He wants to reduce it by
Which is
3/4.
crazy.
That is insane, man. He wants to kill 3 out of 4 people. Of people that have superpowers. Just because he also because he pointed out that one of the characters has like a dimensional portal as an asshole. He's like,
yep.
Which is kind of talking about the show itself too. Is like, hey, we're getting a little stupid with these superpowers, like a Bushmaster, like hilarious, super stupid. Yeah, like in the grand scheme of things, so I feel like it is talking to itself about like there's a lot of stupid characters.
Very self-aware.
Yeah, very, very self-aware. But Kripke, the showrunner, I don't know, he's the showrunner of The Boys. I'm sure he has some say so on what happens here. But he does that. He does that a lot too, especially like in Supernatural and stuff. So, but yeah, so like he comes out and Cypher's just like, we need to kill 3/4 of the student body at the superhero school because we need the stronger ones. Dimensional portal booty. Yeah, that's literally what he said. I don't think we didn't see it, right? They didn't show us at any point.
No, they just talk about it briefly.
Yeah.
It kind of gave me a laugh because it's like an involuntary mental image in my mind of what that would look like.
The first thing I thought was like, don't stare into the void. But I mean, the show does a lot of crazy shit, like Bushmaster. I don't know if anybody like any spoilers or anything, but the last episode we found out that there's a character who her superpower is she can grow her pubic hairs on demand. Which you're just like, what? How is that a superpower? That's so stupid. And then one of the other characters, gave her the best name. That's the best superhero name for that power, like Bushmaster.
Yeah. What else would you have?
Yeah. So, but they wind up showing her, growing her hair, and I guess it went around a corner to be hidden to like open up a gate or something like that. It's really stupid, but it's just, some of these characters are very, very goofy. Said I'll be the person to ask a ton of details, like Marvel's Medusa, but South. Exactly. It was weird to see on screen. What's up? She's like, wow. Yeah. But I thought that was very meta of him to be like, some of these characters are stupid. Some of these superheroes are stupid. Like, we need to allow the great ones to be featured more and make them be better. So yeah. So he wants to kill so many people. What do you think about that? Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, that one is kind of hard to get a read on.
Yeah. Because like part is like you don't want to see innocent people die and a lot of innocent people, but then
I could the way that things happen in The Boys, the way the last season ended, the way that it just doesn't pull any punches when it comes to a lot of shock value.
Yeah,
I could see it happening. I could see there being a body count for sure.
Yeah, just taking out like 3/4 of the school. Also, poor Sheed shows up
to an extent. To an extent, if I'm being honest, to answer your question, what are my thoughts? I think there's a part of me that's kind of counting on that to happen or expecting it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It
so
was
definitely wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Because like you're kind of like counting on it because they go there. Like this show definitely goes there. And then part of me is like, oh, it sucks. You're gonna kill all these people. Then you're like, a lot of them suck, man. They're just horrible human beings. Like, despite their stupid, powers, is like they're just shitty people. It's like because they think they're gods. They think they're gods. They think they're better than normal people. So they treat normal people like shit. And so it's like maybe I'm with Butcher, like kill them all.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know, man. It's definitely one of those like Thanos was right kind of scenarios, like Butcher's right, Magneto's right.
I'm never a lot of times you get Butcher with just how out of control a lot of these characters are.
Yeah.
So I'm not even mad at him for feeling that way.
Yeah. You were here. You just heard Bushmaster and you're like, wait, what? Well, yeah. So it's gonna be an interesting last 2 episodes for sure. I'm really curious to see now that Stan Egger's back. Like, do you think we see Homelander this season?
You know what? I don't think we will.
Okay.
I'd kind of be surprised if he does show up, but at the same time, I wouldn't. I think with all the other cameos, because we've had Starlight, we've had the Deep, we've had Sister Sage, we have Stan Edgar. Technically, you could put him in there, but I think they need to kind of keep a good handle on which characters show up and which ones don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think if you go too crazy with it, it could feel like overkill. I think the way they've done the cameos is just right so far.
Would you rather see Homelander or Butcher in somewhere in the last episode?
Depending on where they go, probably Butcher.
Yeah.
If they keep going in the direction I think they're going to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say Butcher for sure.
Yeah, because I wouldn't mind like Butcher and Marie kind of teaming up a little bit.
Same.
Because I feel like they would be a good balance to each other. Because Butcher is just a psychopath that wants to kill every soup, and Marie's a lot more level-headed. But yeah,
it would be a good contrast.
Yeah, but if there's somebody that could push her to like use her powers more efficiently, I think it would be Butcher. Butcher knows how to get people to do stuff.
Yeah, master manipulator.
Yeah, he's the best at that.
Yeah.
So yeah, but overall, man, I think it was a good episode. I don't know. Like overall, was it a good episode? Okay, filler. What do you think?
I thought it was solid.
Yeah,
it's advancing the story.
Yeah,
I like it. Like I said, I think I like this show as much as I did season 1. It's just I appreciate the fact that they kind of went a little bit smaller and it feels a little more personal in when it comes to the characters and what they're trying to do. So yeah, I really like this season.
Yeah. Yeah, you're really not focusing too much on the school itself. You have your 4 main characters, a couple side ones, and then your villain. So I think they're doing the best to keeping it very focused. So yeah, but I am super interested in seeing how this all ends because the ups and downs of the boys, and there's been a lot of ups and downs of the boys. Overall though, it is a series, a whole franchise that has just been very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so this show so far has been pretty good. So, but you got anything else for this episode you wanted to bring up?
I think that pretty much covers it all.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I mean, Annabeth, the sister, was in it. I don't think she really did much this episode, besides just being there.
Yeah, she only showed up a little here and there.
Yeah, Sam was in the episode a little bit. He didn't do too much, maybe with Emma, but nothing major, but yeah, but if you're watching on the replay, let us know if there's anything we missed that you want to bring up and talk about in the comments. So leave a comment. Let us know what you think about this episode of of Gen V, not the boys, of Gen V. Make sure you guys leave a comment, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, come and join us when we talk about Gen V, other fun TV shows, other fun nerdy stuff as well, and be part of the live chat like Mama Bear and Sheed were. But we appreciate everyone coming in, hanging out with us in the live chat. We want you guys to stick around because we're going to move on to our next topic for the night. Right. Yeah, this show gets crazy.
Yeah.
I would say out of all the seasons, this one would probably be the most tamed out of all of them. I mean, there's still some crazy shit you see,
Yep.
So there's some like crazy stuff. But for the most part, it's fairly tamed compared to the other stuff.
Yeah, they're kind of keeping themselves on a shorter leash. They're still kind of going with stuff that makes it, Gen V in the boys universe. But at the same time, it kind of seems like they're distributing it a lot more carefully on episodes, and that's what I think.
Yeah. So it's a fun show. Yeah, if anybody hasn't watched it yet, I forgot who, somebody in chat earlier said they were catching up with the boys in Gen V. So it's I think once everything comes out, I really want to get like a box set of it all. Just because it's fun storytelling. It really brings in like more morality, humanity, that superiority, you get. So because like so many people get upset, like, oh, you're making it too political. It's too political. I was like, it's hard not to be. What are you talking about? Like,
and for some people that kind of makes it easier to get into when they kind of focus on kind of real life occurrences in the world and kind of adapt them for a show. It helps. I like the commentary element of it. Social commentary element. No, I'm fine with that. We encounter it every day. I don't care about encountering it in cinema.
Yeah. So, not bad. Oh man, but Peacemaker we'll save for Monday because I know Brian wants to talk about it. There's not much else. This is Jonathan Major news
About
I think maybe a little over
kind of the will they won't they thing about him showing up in the MCU.
Yeah. Because he was on somewhere. Where was he at? But he was somewhere and there was like a red carpet going on, and him and Megan Good were there, and he was asked about the return, and it was kind of cryptic a little bit. I mean, he didn't really say anything too crazy. So when they asked him if he's going to ever return, he said, I cannot say anything about that. It's a multiverse, so there's always that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, but it's like, and I was like, okay, not saying yes, not saying no. That's probably the best, the best thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
So, you think people are looking into it too much?
Maybe. But it's really easy to
Yeah.
look really hard into it when it comes to shows like this. So I'm not necessarily mad at it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, people are like, oh, he's teasing a potential return. I was like, is he? It's like,
Yeah.
for me, it's
Let's slow
like,
down a little bit.
yeah. I mean, especially like as an actor who's trying to get back in good graces with like, Hollywood, for him to say something like that is like, yeah, that's just like
Yeah.
the standard,
Mhm.
So, but Mama said, Kang news is major news. I like that.
Me too.
I might steal that for like whenever we do talk about like Jonathan Majors King. That might be the title of the episode. Just saying.
Mhm.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, yeah. So I missed part of this. He said, I cannot say anything about that. Well, it's a multiverse, so there's always a lot of opportunity for that.
Mhm.
I mean, maybe I'm not like a crazy like insider kind of person,
Mhm.
he's keeping the door open, which is good for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That part's great.
But
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
I would love to see him come back.
Me too.
But
I was interested in seeing
yeah.
where they were going to go with that, and it's Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
Anything he shows up in,
Yeah.
he's great.
Doing that. Looking, steal away. I'm for sure steal that. Bobby said, I had you guys on mute because I'm binging Gen V and the boys right now. Okay, good. Even the comic boys are political. Yeah, they get very political. They get very same thing. Humanity, ethics, what's good, what's bad, stuff like that. Kenny and Zach got the title "Movies from K to Z" from me. Oh, really? Because that's like awesome.
Very cool.
Because I always thought that was like such a good title, like from K to Z. I was like, oh, that's cool. I didn't know that's from you. That's super cool. Yeah. That they should have named, because they started a new channel called like was it film buddies, or I forgot. They just started a new channel. I should like promote it. Yeah, so film club with Zach and Kenny.
Oh, cool.
So go, make sure you guys go check them out. It's a lot of clips from their Tuesday show that they have.
Mhm.
So, and if you don't know, Kenny and Zach are different, friends of the show. I was supposed to have them on Saturday, but I didn't wind up. I wound up not streaming, and we were just gonna like hang out and stuff like that. But yeah, it didn't happen. So, but that's their new channel. So go give them a sub. Film Club with Zach and Kenny. I thought they should have named it "Movies from K to Z." Like
That would have been awesome.
That should have been the name of the damn channel.
Oh man, that
Like,
was ripe for the picking too. Why wouldn't they use that one?
I don't know, but yeah, that's a good one, Mama Bear. Major's comeback. He was asked about it. He said he was doing what he normally does is just to stay up to the Marvels. He said, "Well, you never know, so people are speculating he may now know something." Yeah, I think by not saying no, it just leaves the door open for like, oh, well, he said yes. I was like, no. He didn't say no. That doesn't mean he said yes, So
Exactly. Mhm.
yeah. There's a t-shirt I want I saw it helps like kids with like special needs and stuff like that. And the shirt says, "Don't hear what I didn't say." I fucking love that saying. I was like,
Don't hear what I didn't say.
so good. It's so good.
That's
It's
really
like,
good.
yeah, that is perfect for what this is. Like, he didn't say yes. He just said, "I don't know. The door's open." Which is true, but people want to hear. He said yes. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm a fan. I want him to come back. I really do, but I don't know.
Me too.
I don't know if I'm gonna do an hour-long TV or hour-long stream just on that quote. I'm sure if Brian's listening, I'm sure Brian will. So, well, I said quips like that flow off my head easily. They're always up for grabs. Okay, catch one of those. Netflix is currently doing the not saying no thing. Really, what's on of what? What is that for? I heard of that. That's true. That one. The Netflix doing not saying no. To what? What are they not saying no to? Or
yeah, I haven't heard about that one.
Yeah, but yeah, I saw the shirt and I saw up that. Oh, for the Warner Brothers for being up sale. Oh yeah. Warner Brothers haven't said anything about it, but I honestly like. I don't want David Ellington or Ellenson, whatever. I don't want him to own. I mean, yeah. I don't want him to own that much, like of Hollywood, basically. Like he just bought Paramount. They own Skydance, and now they want Warner Brothers.
Yeah, and who's to say what's after that?
Yeah.
It's way too much.
Yeah. Because then like all your big companies are going to be owned by like two companies or studios. All your big studios are going to be owned by like two companies. So if Warner Brothers, I don't think Warner Brothers is going to sell. I think they're going to sit tight, but you never know if there's a big check. They're gonna do what's best for their stockholders. And get the money. But I kind of, if I had to pick between. Was it Ellington? What's his name? Ellington. If I had to pick between him and Netflix, I would rather have Netflix by Warner Brothers. And yeah,
same. Much as I like my not this. Oh yeah, but yeah. Warner Brothers to answer it.
Yeah. Larry Ellison. So he's the guy who owns Oracle. So technically, his son owns Skydance, and his son bought out Paramount. But he's using daddy's money. Yeah. So, and I know Mama Bear has a vested interest in Netflix buying Warner Brothers. Is that because then Netflix will now own DC? And now part of the Restore the Snyderverse is like coming true. Because it's sell DC to Netflix so Snyder can finish the Snyderverse. And then, yeah. So, but I rather see that than Ellison owning more of it. I don't know. Yeah, yes, Snyder is the host.
Sure is.
Yeah. I don't. Man, I don't want to open that bag of worms. But either way, I rather see that. I rather see even that when that comes with like restoring the Snyderverse or whatever. It's just that's better to handle than one dude owning so much. And then at the like the sacrificing of all this stuff, because the whole thing with what's the name, Colbert getting fired was because of Skydance because of Ellison. You know, pretty much paid a bunch of money to the president and was like, hey, you know, make this merger go through. And they're like, cool, make him lose his job, you know, and that's how it went down. You know, that was very simplification of it, but more or less, that's the rumor. But all right, man. You got anything else? Anything else you want to talk about before we call it
at the moment? Not off the top of my head. I think we covered most of the big stuff, right?
Yeah, there wasn't too much news coming out this week.
No, I think the only like standout news other than what we covered is Michael Mando finally being seen on the set of Spider-Man: Brand New Day for Scorpion. But even that, it's not like he's in costume or anything.
Just on set. Well,
that's about it.
Yeah. 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 Shit, even John Campea did the King Returns to MCU tease by Jonathan Majors. Like, bro. I'm looking at the YouTube stuff right now. Yeah. Yeah. But nothing else. Hopefully, I want to watch. There's so many movies I want to watch so we can talk about, but yeah. You know, was because Good Boy came out last weekend, Smashing Machine came out last weekend, which, you know, I want to talk and review both of those. And then Tron comes out this week. So hopefully,
so like in addition to Tron, I want to make time for Smashing Machine. I think I'm gonna. I might get up early on Saturday morning and just go see Smashing Machine around the corner. Might do it that way.
Nice, yeah. Go for it. Colbert and Kimmel were the FCC playing controller. The FCC is answerable only to the president. IGS. Yeah, but even then, like, you know, a position like that shouldn't be answering to, you know, the president should be answering to the public because that's the whole point of their thing. Yeah, but it's definitely, you know, seeing what they can get away with. Everything is kind of a pressure test, you know. The last, I don't know, I don't want to get too much into it, but I feel like the last, 9 months has been just a pressure test after another. You know, so. Yep. Either way, I know I'm me, my kids, my girlfriend, we're getting our passports just in case. Just in case. Because I'm like both of our degrees, because she has her librarian degree, I have my nursing degree. Both of our degrees can do like work transfers to Canada and to Mexico. So we can
very nice.
Yeah. So
that's
if we
awesome.
need a quick way out, we're like, hey, you guys need librarians and nurses. Guess what?
There you go.
Yeah. Let's see. System is corrupt. Yeah. Let me get started with that. Yeah. All right. We should probably finish it before we get too down that rabbit hole.
Too far down the rabbit hole, right?
Things gonna defect to Canada, eh? Do that in Mexico. We were talking a lot about Mexico too. Brian for sure. I think Brian for sure would defect to Canada. I know you guys are in Chicago. I'm just glad to see that it seems like none of the craziness has affected you guys. I'm out in the burbs, so it really doesn't affect me. Brandman, you're like right there, man. You're like in it.
I'm like in it. Sometimes I see these idiots walking down Michigan Avenue.
Damn. Yeah, I saw a lot of video of that shit. So, yeah.
What a bunch of freaking losers. But I'm not even going to go down that that I'm not tonight. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do spoiler kings political kings. That sounds bad, but oh man, I hope Constantine 2 really happens with Reeves.
I could. That's another one I could take or leave. Personally, I'd prefer a more comic accurate take on the character. The first Constantine movie was cool. Like I said, my problem with that movie is they tried to pass it off as the John Constantine Hellblazer comics, which is one of my favorite comic characters. I love John Constantine. As a movie on its own, it's fine. As a Hellblazer John Constantine adaptation, I absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
I think and plus like Keanu Reeves, I don't know, he's a little too old at this point. He's 61. And he's kind of gotten to that point in his career, and I know everyone loves Keanu Reeves, so this is not a knock against him. He does kind of I don't really see he's gotten a little too attached to the John Wick kind of persona in each role. Like even in the last Bill and Ted movie, I didn't feel like I was watching Ted. I felt like I was watching John Wick trying to be Ted or trying to act like Ted. I think I honestly, if I'm being honest, his best role in recent years since aside from John Wick was Shadow the Hedgehog. I thought he
which is basically John Wick.
Yeah, I thought he really like his voice really suited Shadow.
Yeah, it was good.
But and that's not a knock against him. I think he's just kind of fell into a comfort zone, which he's allowed to. The dude's in his 60s, so I'm kind of leaning more towards wanting comic accurate John Constantine, blonde haired British bastard of a dude. I'm ready for that.
Yeah.
Let's get the character done justice.
Yeah, because I was gonna say the same thing. I'm like, I kind of don't want John Constantine Wick. Like I want. No. Yeah, I want the British accent. I want. The actual one.
Yeah, they made the character an action hero. If you're familiar with the comics, he's not an action hero, at least not in the conventional sense.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I said the actor who did Legion,
Dan Stevens.
Dan Stevens.
Actually, it's funny you mentioned that because a couple years back they were going to make a Justice League Dark movie, and there was actually concept art of Dan Stevens as John.
Really?
Yeah, there was. Yeah. I know at one point they were saying Colin Farrell was being pursued to play John. So was Ewan McGregor. I think I'd kind of want a lesser, just get Matt Ryan back to do it, who was on the short-lived Constantine series and was and voiced him.
Yes.
Let him do it. He was
yeah. How about Matt Ryan? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the right answer.
Yeah, just carry on with Matt Ryan. Let him do it. I think he said in interviews that he'd be down for doing it again. I preferred his John. He was comic accurate John.
Yeah.
Again, not a knock against Keanu.
Had the look, had the voice.
The movie was fine on its own. As an adaptation of the comics, it's absolute ass.
Yeah. So Keanu wants to do Constantine 2 so badly. I want to see it. I didn't know he wants to do it.
They keep saying like they've been trying to script it and that sort of thing. So I'm sure it will happen at some point, and it'll just be like a DC Elseworlds type thing.
Yeah.
But as far as the Gunverse goes, let's get a comic accurate John.
Yeah. He's having fun with it. Said Matt Ryan is like Grant Gustin. Yeah, they're so loved. Let's put him in the movies. There's the rumor. There's the rumor still going out there. Like, was it the other week at some convention? They asked him about it, and he did the Jonathan Majors. He's like, well, I don't know. You never know. Because Grant coming in as the Flash, I think will be awesome.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Obviously, it wouldn't be a continuation of the CW. It would be a whole different new Flash, but I like that.
Yeah.
I just wanted Grant to do his hair.
Like dye his hair red.
Yeah.
Kind of like
go full on.
Or like however, whatever. Yeah, like, yeah. Barry Allen has like bright red hair in the comics, right?
I think so, yeah. Maria said, is there a recap show, the Rewind on Saturday morning? I don't know. I would have to talk to Anzo because it would most likely be me. I don't know if I could do, too many morning shows. I was able to get away with the one this past Saturday because it was my birthday. So that was like my birthday gift was like able to go down here and do a stream, during breakfast hours for my kids. So yeah, I don't know if I could do that 2 weeks in a row. So yeah, I don't know. So maybe Anzo might bring on Danny or something like that. So we'll see. But I don't think I'm going to be able to do it though. So I'm not sure what will happen. Yeah. Wally's redhead. Barry is blonde.
Okay, so I had it a little wrong.
Yeah. Barry's one of my favorite heroes. Him and Peter. Actually, yeah. Well, especially after they brought back Barry and made him cool. Yeah. Oh man, but cool. All right, I'm good. Now I'm the one getting tired. Let's get out of here. All
right.
See you guys on what's say Thursday. So Saturday, probably no. I'll see. Maybe. I'll see what's going on Saturday. Maybe we'll hang out Saturday, watch a movie or something, do a watch party. We'll see. I don't know. Watch Superman. No, we'll watch something else. But yeah, maybe we'll see. I'll see if anybody wants to come in and hang out and do that. If not, we'll figure something out. But yeah, if not for sure Monday, Brian should be back home. We'll talk Peacemaker and hopefully Tron and something else. But cool. Yeah. Let's get out of here. I'm tired. You got anything else?
That's pretty much it. I'm a little tired myself, man. Gonna hit it soon.
Yeah. Okay. But cool. Yep. Everyone's saying night. Let's get out of here. Appreciate you guys. So it's all good. Brandon's got bonus points for the Batman thing from the other day. All right. Let's get out of here. We will see you guys probably Monday for sure. Maybe Saturday. But cool. Everyone have a fun weekend. Have a safe weekend. We're out. Later.
See you guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're out here.